Hey there everyone. Well, you can see the blue Benchmade box here, so you know it's going to be a knife review on another Benchmade knife, but this is not just any other Benchmade knife. This is this video segment is going to be kind of a part 2 to the segment I did about 3 weeks ago on ordering a custom-made griptilian from the Benchmade website. They have a new service that allows you to order a custom-made griptilian or mini-griptilian, and from what I understand, that service is going to expand in terms of the offerings. But you should, if you haven't seen it already, please go and watch the first part of this segment, because it explains what this service is and explains how you order via Benchmade's website if you want a custom-made griptilian or mini-griptilian. And just to show you that this is indeed, what it is, you can see here on the label that this is a 550 custom S30V griptilian. How about that? Not too many S30V blade steel griptilians out there, but I have one. So that's really cool. The service, I think, is a really good idea. It's as I said in the first part of my video, and I was really excited about the opportunity to get a knife just the way I wanted, with the blade steel, the handle color, and to be able to customize it with the engravings. Let me show you what came, because there are some problems here, unfortunately. So let me explain. The packaging in terms of what I got is identical to what you would get anytime you order a Benchmade product. You're going to get the same manual, the same little bag, same box, all the same accoutrements that you would get when you normally order a griptilian, or if you purchase one from a dealer. Oops. Okay, so there it is, and you can see that if you watch the first video, it's on its face, it's a real good match to what I specified and what I ordered on the website. It's got the darker blue handles, and it's got all silver screws, and the axis lock is silver, and it's got the arrow point pocket clip that's kind of polished too. So far so good, looks good. Go ahead and eject the blade there. By the way, the blade did come pretty stiff out of the box. The sharpness of the blade was pretty identical to what I've seen from other Benchmade products, which was quite honestly disappointing. Would require some additional sharpening in my opinion, but not a big deal. Let me go ahead and show you the printing, and you can see that it does have the name of my company, Watchdog Forms Incorporated, as well as the website address. That's what I specified that I wanted printed. Problem is, I specified that I wanted it printed on the back of the knife. Okay. Now, in my mind, this is the front of the knife. This, the side with the pocket clip back here, is the back of the knife. Front, back. And in the order form, I specifically delineated that I wanted this writing on the back of the knife. Well, let me go ahead and show you the this is the invoice that comes with it. I've gone ahead and covered up my address, but if you can see here, you should be able to see that it says text back. Text back 1 is Watchdog Forms Incorporated, and then text back 2 is the URL. So there shouldn't have been any confusion, I don't think. I actually called and I wrote the name down. That name is Ryan. That's the individual, I guess, is in charge of fulfilling these custom orders, and he does the laser engraving. So I've got a message into Ryan. He hasn't returned it yet. I called him yesterday when I got the knife. But let me say that you might be thinking to yourself, somebody made a mistake. Not that big of a deal. It happens. And normally I would agree. Nothing made by the hands of man is perfect. You're going to get mistakes every now and again. The problem is that a good friend of mine who lives in the same area that I do, he ordered his custom-made knife first. He also ordered a custom griptilian, and I think he ordered a mini-griptilian, and he got the full-size griptilian. And there were other problems with it as well. I think the blade steel was wrong. So there were several problems with his. The only problem with mine was the location of the laser printing. And when I don't know how many orders that they've received. Maybe this is a lot more popular than what I'm guessing. But I just don't understand how 2 orders like this that were made about a week apart. He ordered his about a week before I did, and he got his a week before mine. Mine took about 3 weeks to the day to arrive. From the day that I put the order in to the day that it showed up on my door, it did take about 3 weeks. And his took about the same amount of time. He put his order in first, and right now he's going through the process of Ryan and trying to, I guess he's got to ship his back, and they're gonna I guess start from scratch. So he'll probably be waiting another 2 to 3 weeks unless they push him to the front of the line and give him some sort of priority because of what's happened. But I'm going to be in the same boat. So that's unfortunate. I'm disappointed about that. I don't know if this is a personnel issue. I don't know if this is a system issue or a software issue. But clearly this process, the bugs aren't ironed out yet, because this is 2 that I'm aware of here in the early process of making this custom offering. And this is 2 problem orders. And that surprises me, quite frankly. Let me go ahead and get some close-up footage in here. Okay, here's just some close-up shots of the blade. You can see the printing there. I was a little bit nervous too because, as I talked about in the part 1 of this series, I wasn't exactly sure where this was going to show up on the blade itself. I had kind of hoped it would be right where it was. It did eventually end up being printed. In terms of the location, I had just wanted it to be back here, because I wanted, when you first opened it, I wanted it to look just like any other griptilian. I didn't want the printing to show unless you looked at the back of the knife. You can see the blade is stamped S30V, so that's kind of nice. I like that. And in any other way, it's a normal griptilian. No better, no worse. And I do like how the handles came out. I like that a lot. Again, I just wish they had an option for red. So, they were close. They were close to giving me what I wanted. They just printed the business name on the wrong side of the knife. Okay, I thought I'd go ahead and roll in some footage of my custom griptilian next to just your plain Jane average run-of-the-mill production model 550 griptilian, because they're pretty similar You can see the clip's definitely different, but in terms of, except for the color and the blade, and you can tell the S30V blade definitely has a different color hue. It's a more yellowish kind of a color versus the 154 CM on the normal production Griptilian. Thought that was kind of interesting. So, again, I'm going to get a hold of Benchmade and kind of figure out where we go from here. It's a pretty expensive process to go through this. I mean, you can get a normal Griptilian for around $60, probably no more than $80 online, and I paid with shipping about $150 to get the custom model one, so I definitely want to get it right, since I paid almost twice the amount of money that it would take to get just a regular one. So I guess I'm going to have to figure out what Benchmade wants to do. I mean, they've got excellent customer service. I'm sure they'll work hard to make it right. I just don't know why it couldn't have been right the first time. And I'll definitely report back once I know more about the situation. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.